You're really.
That is gross.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Hope Views, and we're doing another video on X. And I just had to come back here and just give you the raw emotional side of watching this movie. Subscribe to the channel if you like the movie rants, because that's kind of what this is, just freestyle talking about the movie. And I have to say, that movie was gross, man. And it's old people having sex. That's the part that makes it so uncomfortable. If you've seen the movie, if you click the thumbnail, then you know we're talking full spoilers. And listen, the first 30 minutes of this thing, I'm watching it and I'm cool, right? I'm good. I'm fine with everything that I'm seeing. I know that it's, they have the porn that they're shooting, so it's some adult stuff and it's some adult conversations. All that stuff is going over fine. But when you get the injection of the wife and like she touches old girl on her side, I'm like, yo, what she mean we're gonna keep it between us? It'll be our secret. What? What is this about? Again, not having seen a trailer, not knowing what I'm getting into all the way, just knowing, hey, it's about some people shooting a porno and it turns into a slasher. I was like, these old people wanna have the sex. When the old man said, I don't know if my heart could take it, I was like, wait, hold on, old man. Are y'all talking about doing them things? Because y'all can barely walk. Y'all don't seem like y'all can move around well. And y'all still trying to do it? Like, oh man. And if you watch my non-spoiler review, you'll notice that I roll in like one or two pictures, but I rolled them in a few times because every time I think about the discomfort that I felt watching the movie, it was from a few of those scenes. One where she's like crawling in bed with Mia Goth. I'm like, bruh, wake up, fight her. Like, don't just wake up and scream, wake up and punch her in the face. You probably end the whole movie right there. Oh, that was very uncomfortable to see her old self just disrobe. And it's like, I understand that was the point, but they drove that point home too well. It hit too hard for me. I found myself in my chair just like, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take seeing them old people naked and trying to do them things, man. And then the other image that I rolled in a lot was like Mia Goth under the bed. That was during the old people sex scene. Oh, Lord have mercy. So thinking about it, I've had a conversation with older people, and I talked with an older man years ago. This man was in his 70s, he's well off financially, so he made a bunch of money. He talked about expanding his life and stuff like that. And, because of his finances, he should be able to prolong life. And he said something, and what he said was, your body stops being able to do what your mind think it can do. Again, this is like a 6 years ago conversation that I remember having, but I remember he said that and it stuck with me. And here we're seeing it in this movie, a couple that still desires to do the things that they did in their youth. Again, it lends itself to almost being sympathetic until you realize how far they've gone to do the things of their youth. Like, y'all are kidnapping and murdering people to have the sex at advanced age. I know it's set place in the 70s to where, like, you don't, there's no surgeries and stuff to kind of make you feel and look youthful, but still at their age, there's nothing that you can do to help you keep going. Like, Father Time is undefeated. He's gonna get you, and at some point you're gonna have to shut it down. And this couple refused, and that's the movie. I'm saying that's the movie, but at the same time, if you watch my non-spoiler, I talked about how if this movie would not have went the horror route and just stuck with the original characters, I would have been down. This is very true. I think about Jenna Ortega and her character and the fact that she just decided after filming a few scenes, she decides, I want to get involved now. I want to be in the movie. And Owen Campbell's character, like, no. And you get the persuasion talk, and it's like, man, all that stuff, if we talking about just a drama, like, you could have left it right there and just traveled down the road with Owen Campbell's character and Jenna Ortega's character, because she seemed like, oh, I don't want to lose him. It's like, maybe what you think gonna happen? Like, he's obviously not down with this, and you're going through with it anyway. Like, y'all ain't finna be together. And to follow that drama would have been cool. I would have been down with it. It wasn't what I signed up for, but I would have been mad about it if they went further down that road. I thought that was done well, and it posed a very interesting question for couples who have members who are like sex workers or like people who do that type of stuff and how their relationships work. That's interesting. But when they injected the old people in it, and you saw the length to which they went, I was like, bruh, this is really creepy. The lake scene was creepy with the alligator coming up behind me, a goth. That was creepy. And the old lady watching her, I didn't know how that would go, you know? I didn't think that there was any sexual element to it. But by the time you get to the end, it's like, yes, there was a sexual element to it. And it wasn't, it's just not cool. Like, I don't want to see that. So, yeah, that was, when I came out of the movie, there was only one thought that kept coming back to my head. It's a Dave Chappelle skit, Black Bush. And he's on stage and he says, that shit is gross. I was like, that's the movie. That shit is gross, man. Like, and it's not that it was, not to like discriminate against nobody or anything like that. It's just, it's a thought that no one wants to have. Like, everybody's getting older. Everybody's dying a little bit each day. But to see people in that state still doing that was like, yeah, it was a bit too much. It was a bit too much. And I think that alone will take most general audiences all the way out. Like, nobody's here for that, I think. So, yeah, that's kind of where my thoughts go on the movie, man. It's gross. It's super uncomfortable. It's a subject that no one ever discusses. Old people who want to still be sexually active. And the length to which these people went to stay sexually active. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to keep it short, give you my outrage, give you my shock. Because I was shocked. I was like, wow, this is something else. But those are my thoughts. Let me know, did the movie shock the hell out of you in the same way? Because it shocked the hell out of me. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, go back and check out more videos.